Okay, so this time we're going to be looking at Circuit of America. So this one's going to be on regular weather conditions, unlike Suzuka that went meh because of the pouring rain. But for America, the trickiest part of this course has to be between turn 2 and 9. This mini turn chicane part, I wouldn't really say you call it a chicane, but like a large set of turns that have you where you have to whip the car from left to right can be difficult to do at faster speeds. I found that we can do it if we control how and when we throttle. If we do that, we should be able to both stay on the track and also keep our traction, since that's another big thing. The car does not like bumps, especially this model that we're working with. So any large bumps plus a throttle would send it off, and you would lose majority of the traction you have. So we're gonna make sure we watch that. I think the AIs may make that mistake of throttling on those sections, so we can use that to our advantage. So our main point will be to keep a relatively fast speed, maybe not as good as the map you see here, but maybe around 50 to 60% of that, and then throttle when we are clear. So past that, it's not too difficult of a track. Another thing is that the DRS zones are kind of bugged, so there's DRS everywhere. The small takeaway of this is that the rules and regulations force it, so they still have to be a certain distance from each other. But the AIs can use DRS, and I can use DRS anywhere because the DRS zones for this track weren't properly implemented. That's a little bit on me, but that means we gotta make sure we're keeping the gap as much as we can and holding the line. I think I should be able to quali pretty well since I'm expecting a few of them to make mistakes. So hopefully we could just, run away from it or run away with it. Some like Max's run or something. But yeah, wish me the best.
Okay, the lights are on. Good luck, mate. Great first lap, mate. Well done. most substantial wind right now? We're in P1. There's no substantial wind right now. Got loads of battery, mate. Don't be afraid to use it. Final lap. That's the checkered flag, mate. Well done, P1. That is maximum points. Awesome job.
This is post Austin. I would say I'm a little mixed. It was pretty easy because they kept on repeating mistakes through it. And at the same time, I had a really good drive. Not really good, but okay drive where I stuck it on the track despite the car's wrongdoings. The one thing I found is that the AIs really push it on the dangerous parts of the track. So turn, I think it was 2 to 9. And on this section, it can be hard to maneuver with the hybrid because it doesn't deal well with bumps, which I probably said at the start of this video. So I kind of went around it by going a little bit on the curb, but not enough where we hit the bumps. So that allowed me to stay on it and go relatively quickly throughout it. I think like barely anyone finished because they kept making mistakes throughout it. So I guess I had a bad spine, but whatever. A win is a win, and that put us a sizable chunk ahead now, since Dwayne did not do good on it, nor really anyone else. So now there's 4 more races to go. We have a big lead. As long as I could finish somewhere around top 5, we should be able to keep it. And Dwayne doesn't get like podium. Yeah, next is Mexico. It's gonna be a little tougher, and that one is proper DRS zone, so yeah. And then after that is Sao Paulo, Vegas, and Yas Marina. So Sao Paulo's gonna be raining, but not as much as Suzuka, because that was a little crazy even for me. But we'll do medium rain, so I get to see the track. But yeah, anyways, it kind of sucks that my first podium is when barely anyone else could finish, but the podium's a podium. I didn't think they would be this bad when I originally set up this whole thing, because to be honest, I did not test every single track. But yeah, so hopefully we can maintain this lead, keep it up, and finish strong. Only 4 more to go, and I plan to kill it. Thanks for watching.